Hi, my name is Cara Lee, and I'm really excited to be your math instructor this summer for Math 105. My pronouns are she or they, and I'm going to walk you through getting started in the course. So this is the first welcome video, and I've already logged in to my PCC. In case you haven't gotten into D2L before, there's a couple ways to get in there. On the upper right, there's a computer icon, which might be right behind my picture. You can click on that, or you can scroll down on the left and there's a link that says D2L, where all of our course materials will be. And let's see how slow my computer is. Now you might have some different announcements here. You can close those out if you want to. And then you might have some different options for the term here. So I'm going to click on our course. If you're seeing this in a future term, the picture and dates might be a little bit different, but everything else will be the same. So here's our course. Here's me and all the information about how to contact me over here. So this is always on our home page. If you get stuck or you can't find anything, just reach out to me right away, okay? I don't want you spending extra time looking around for something when I can just, I can help you pretty quickly, okay? So you can email me here. This is my phone number, which since we're still remote, that will go to my phone at home. And you can also text me. This is a Google Voice number, so you can text me, but just keep that to 9 to 5 on weekdays, business hours. Email you can use anytime. And then here I have my Zoom office hour link. So if you're able to come during my office hours, which for summer term is Mondays 4 to 5 p.m., and then you just click on this link and it'll open a Zoom window, and hopefully you're familiar with Zoom by now after all this remote time. And I will be there and I'll help answer any questions you have. There is also some tutoring. I'm not sure, I might have to update this schedule for the summer, but we also have what usually would be our on-campus tutoring, but it's in a large Zoom room. So when you click on join drop-in tutoring, then it takes you to a welcome desk, and the folks there will help get you matched up with a tutor in a breakout room. Okay, so in our course, here's a welcome message, and this is where these videos will be. So once you get in the course, you'll see the welcome videos right there. And I know taking a math class might be intimidating, especially if you haven't had a lot of fun in a math class before, or if it's been a while. So I just want to reassure you that the math we're doing is really, really fun. Math has been really narrowed down to algebra in the past, but we're not doing algebra at all. So we're going to be studying logic, math of the US government, financial math, statistics, and probability. So it is a good course to help prepare you for statistics if that's one of your goals. If not, if it's just the math class that's required for you, it's a really good class for that too. So I also have an equity focus because I want to bring in mathematicians and voices that haven't been centered in math in the past. So I hope you'll see that throughout the course. And I'll show you a few things as we go through these walkthrough videos. Okay, so let's walk through these tabs up at the top. This is what you'll be using a lot to navigate around in the course. So course home takes you back to this page right here. This little house takes you out to all of your D2L courses. So if you want to switch from one course to another, you can use that. You can also use this little thing up here and switch between courses right there. But for our class, you're going to start with content. And I was on module 1, so first I'm going to walk you through, oops, I meant to change myself into a student here so it looks more like yours. Go back to content. Okay, so the first thing, you'll probably come up on this overview page, which just gives you a little, just tells you that you're going to go through this content over here, gives you a welcome message. And the first module is Introduction to Online Learning. So this is a general module that's in every online class. So you only need to do it once. You don't need to do it for every single class. And if you've been taking online classes recently, you probably don't need to go through that. But it's all here if you want to use it. Then for our class, the first main module is the Math 105 Course Information module. There's our welcome message again. And this has everything you need to get started in our class. So I'm going to walk you through everything. The first one is course information. Tells you about the learning outcomes of this particular module, the information module. And then you can go to the next item with this arrow at the top or the bottom, or you can go back out to content. Here's a little bit more about me, so feel free to read this, a little bit more about my background and where I studied and things like that. There are two things that are really important to do by the first Wednesday of the term, and that's because we often have a wait list, and so I need to be sure that I can get folks in who are, as soon as possible to get started in the class. But if I don't see these done, I will reach out to you, okay? And please reach out to me if you need more time for some reason. The first one is create an account in MyOpenMath for your online homework and complete the orientation. This is our free online homework system, and the third video will walk you through how to get started in that. The second thing is to take the Syllabus Quiz. You have unlimited tries until you get 100%. That just makes sure you've read through things and have a basic understanding of how the course is going to work. I'll show you where that is. The next item is our syllabus, which you probably also got from me in an email, but this is where you can find it. I'm not going to read through everything, but I'm just going to point out a few highlights. First thing is everyone belongs here, and that's really important to me. I really enjoy working with a diverse student group, and that's why I love working at PCC. So there's lots of information about Sanctuary College. This purple quote here is kind of a theme for my course also. It's a quote from a student, and they said, "The biggest thing I bring with me today is who controls the numbers has a big say in what narrative is constructed with them. Knowledge and being able to share that knowledge is power, and I'm inspired by you to seek meaning in the numbers in ways I haven't before." So that's kind of a good theme statement for our course. Here's the course information. Now this is an 8-week class, so make sure you have a little extra time in your schedule. Usually it's 10 to 11 weeks. I know it doesn't seem like it's that much shorter, but it will feel faster. So I'll show you our 8-week, our modules for the 8 weeks. And here's again all my contact information, another place to find the office hour link, communication guidelines, course description. Here's a general flow for the course. Okay, so on Monday, ideally, you'll start each module. And what you're going to do is watch the videos and take notes on the printed pages or Word docs or plain paper. By Friday, in the odd modules, 1, 3, 5, and 7, by Friday you're going to do your initial post. And you'll see that's the due date because it's really important to have that initial post by Friday. Then most everything is due the next Monday. So if you need to revise a discussion post, if I've replied to you and asked you to correct something, you can revise it, any replies that are assigned, and then also your MyOpenMath homework and a written homework write-up. Either written on paper or typed. There's lots of different ways to turn that in. So that's kind of our general weekly flow, Monday to Monday. And again, this also gives more suggestions for recommending what you do in what order. So I'll let you read through that. Here's the resources. And we have a free textbook, which I'll show you. You can get a low-cost printed copy if you want one, or you can stick with the free online version. MyOpenMath, like I mentioned. And then once you get in MyOpenMath, this is the course ID, this number, and then this is our password or enrollment key. A little more about technology, student help desk information. If you have a technology issue, something that I might not be able to help you with, this is a really good place to go. They're very friendly. This gives you a little overview about all the graded elements of the course, the notes, the online homework, the discussion postings, and the homework write-ups and the tests. Those are all the graded elements we will have. Tests, because we are in remote, operations. Tests will be online in MyOpenMath, so there'll be more information when we get closer to that. A little bit about the late work and makeup policy. So I have a very flexible policy and I have really high expectations. So that means if you, I know you're balancing a lot, so if you have something, you've got like, you know, 4 deadlines in 1 or 2 days, and you email me and say, can I have a couple extra days for this assignment? I'll say, sure, thank you for letting me know, because it's really important to communicate with your instructors, and that's a really important skill to have and build. So I want to encourage that. And I will not take any points off for late work, okay? Just try to keep me posted on what's going on. I do expect that you complete all the work in the class and do it well. So sometimes I'll, you know, say, please redo this assignment if it's not passing. So I have really high expectations, but also flexibility to go along with that, okay? So if something's going on for you, just email me and I'll be happy to work with you. Here's all the graded items and all the points, exactly how many points it will be, and the grading scale. And then at the bottom are all the PCC policies and different deadlines and things like that. So if you'd like more information about a sanctuary college and what that means, or anything about discrimination, if you feel that you have been harassed or discriminated against, there are resources here. You can always come to me also. Just know there's some things that I'm required to report to the college because the college wants to know what kind of incidents are happening. So I can also point you to a confidential person if you would like that. Another resource is this listening intervention team for equity. So there's also people you can contact, a light listener there. So equity is really important to me. There are grading guidelines, registration, policy, academic integrity. It's really important to do your own work. Accessibility. If you have accommodations, please let me know. I'm really happy to work with you. And more campus resources here. So that's our entire syllabus. Please read through in a little more detail. I'm going to click to the next thing. The next thing is our calendar. A lot of people like to print this out and check it off. But again, here's our same weekly pattern here. Begin the module on Monday, watch the videos and take notes. By Friday, your initial post is due. Oops, I need to change that to a 7. 1, 3, 5, and 7. Then the next Monday, everything else is due. Revised discussion post, replies, MyOpenMath, and homework write-up. Okay. These are our test days right here. You'll have an option of when you want to, you know, start your test within these days. Again, if you have a schedule conflict, just let me know and I can move your window. And here's what we're doing for each week of the course. So the first one is the course information module, which we're talking about right now. And then we have 8 modules. There is one exception to the Monday due date, and that's the 4th of July holiday is observed on Monday, July 5th. So nothing will be due on the 5th. It'll be due Tuesday that week. It'll actually be the 6th. Our midterm week will be in week 4, so we'll have module 1, 2, 3, then a midterm, then modules 5, 6, 7, and then the final. So it works out to be a really nice schedule. Okay, go to the next item. Okay, the next thing is the MyOpenMath homework system. So I'm not going to talk about this right now because I'm going to make a different video for that. But there's a link in each module for when to go in there, and you can see Math 105 Summer right there. Okay, then the next thing, once you've read through everything, watched all the videos, then is the syllabus quiz. And they're pretty basic questions, honestly, but keep going. You have unlimited tries until you get 100%. Then the other thing, by Friday, the first Friday, is a student info assignment. I'd like to get to know more about you and ask you if you have any concerns or anything that you want me to know. So this is a private assignment from you to me. So I'll be the only one reading this one. You'll be uploading that in the assignment folder. There's a student Q&A. So this is a place where you can ask, another place where you can ask questions. And you can also post a thread anonymously if you want to ask a question without your name. Citations is just a few resources of where things came from and who created them. So let me go back to the info module. So another way is you can just go through the list like this. So we just went through everything in the list here. Student Q&A is at the bottom. That's optional. Okay, so that's our course information module. Now there's one more thing I want to show you, and it's right under that. This is files to print for the whole term. You also got these in an email from me. In case you want to print just one time and you want to print everything you need for the whole 8 weeks, this is where you can go. There's 4 PDFs. The first 2 are the bigger ones. This one is your notes packet. So this is the notes for when I'm writing in the videos. I'm writing on these exact pages. So you can see it saves you some time in writing because you don't have to write out everything. You can just fill in the spaces that I'm writing on. So I think if you're able to go somewhere and get these printed, it can save you a lot of time. Check with your library. Multnomah County Library, I think, is printing for free. So check for libraries and see if you can print. Okay, so that's the notes packet. That's 36 pages, but you can do double-sided if you want. Let me go back. The second one is all the homework write-ups. So you'll be doing an assignment every week except the test week, so there's 6 of them. Again, if you can write anything on plain paper, and there's also Word docs, I'll show you, but if you prefer to handwrite, then you'll have to write a little bit less if you print these out. But if you do handwrite on plain paper, don't write everything out. Just put 1A, 1B, 1C, and just put your answers. Then as we get closer to the tests, you might want to do some practice problems. So I have a midterm practice and a final practice. So these are shorter, just a few pages. So you might want to print those out. Maybe even a couple copies of those. Okay, and then right below that, if you prefer to type instead of writing, these are the Word docs for all the notes. Also, if you use a screen reader, these are formatted to work with screen readers also. So you've got those there. Okay, so that takes us through the course information module and printing to get set up for the course. So as soon as it's open, you can get started on that. And I will see you in the next video where we'll talk about Module 1. Okay, I'll see you there.